Just very briefly, to pick up on Dennis's further explanation about the cost factor. And you mentioned a company, CRS, was it? Synesis, I'm sorry. You get to my age, the hearing goes, yeah. Synesis, which would do this free of charge. And that's great. I don't know anything about Synesis, or is there something in writing which has said what they're willing to do at no cost?
They would take whatever cameras we have and hook it into.
No. That's not what I'm sorry. Is there something they have provided in writing which says to Newtown Borough, here's what we will do for you. Normally at a cost of $20,000, we'll do it for free.
They have told us that they would. I have not specifically seen a document.
All right.
The person is a borough resident, the representative from Synesis.
All right. To the point of just information gathering, I think it's important for us to know who that company is, what they're willing to do at no cost, and if we want to do it, and are there any strings? I'm not suggesting there are, but I think it's always a good idea to document exactly what it is and find out. Second point, you mentioned about Council Rock, and it brought me back to the concern that while there have been these meetings and these discussions up to the superintendent level, there still is no, to my mind, and you tell me if I'm incorrect, there's no formal written agreement which would document the nature of the relationship between the borough and the school district with the integration of the system and the school district's operation of it for our benefit. Is there any such agreement?
Not yet.
Okay. So again, to the point of fact gathering, information gathering, and documenting, I think there's a lot here we really still have to do. And that's without getting into the philosophical questions about whether or not it's good or worthwhile to have a relationship with the school district on this. It just seems we got a whole bunch of questions we need answers to, and then when we get them, if we're happy, to document it before we go further.
Anyone else? Okay. Call the question. All those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed?
Nay.
No.
That's 3-4, 3 against.
The cameras for the police station and Borough Hall are no good unless they're integrated into some system so that the police can see them. So therefore I would vote in favor, having seen the system. Also knowing that all this is tied into the budget and the whole thing may be a moot point when the new council is seated.
Vote is three votes for, 3 votes against. Mayor Brook votes in favor. Motion passes.
I just have a comment, if I may. We've engaged in this discussion. We have a lot of questions.
I will attempt to answer all those questions too.
If I may.
Certainly.
You know, you have just broken the tie as mayor. That's your right. That's your prerogative. By the same token, I'm not quite sure what action was taken this evening. Because it seems to me, and I'm not going to ask the solicitor because I don't think it's a fair question for him this evening, but it seems to me the sentiment of wanting to go forward with the school district with this system does not give us a legal relationship. It does not give us an arrangement that we understand, and it does not give them the right to access the system or for us to rely upon them for anything. So I think at best what was reflected on the break of the tie, and this is my own view, is a sentiment and only a sentiment. And I suggest the next council will have left to them whether or not any of this goes forward.
Absolutely.